Hey YouTube, welcome back to Vintage on Vintage. I'm Steve, and today I'm going to do another SGC preview and then a reveal. Today I've got 8 cards across all 4 of the major sports. I got a hockey card, got a basketball card, a few football, and a few baseball, so it should be fun. I like to guess my grades ahead of time and then share them with you afterwards. You're more than welcome to guess along with me, or you can skip to the end and just see what the grades are. So anyway, I'm gonna flip this camera and we're gonna take a look at the cards. Okay, so here we go. The first card is a hockey card. It's the only hockey card that I will own graded so far. It's this 1971-72 Bobby Orr. I shared this with you guys. I picked this one up the same time I picked up my 55 Aaron prior to the National. This is one of my favorite cards of all time. I love this card. This one's really well centered, and it's a beautiful card. I'm hoping it comes back minimally a 5. I'd like to see a 6 on this. I think it's a beautiful card. Love to see this come back a 6 or better. Next card is the same year, but it's basketball, and it's this Lou Alcindor. I think this would be, what, 69, 70? It's his 3rd year card. This is another beautiful card. It's really well centered. The issue that I have on this is there's a little bit of gum staining right back here. So I don't know what that's going to do to the card. I think without the gum stain, this is like the Orr. I think it got a shot at a 5 to a 6. I don't know what they'll do with the gum stain. I'm guessing it's a 4. Would love to see, a 4 or better on this card. Love this card. Shared this card with you. I picked it up in California on my last trip. It's the 2nd year Johnny Unitas. This is just a really, really beautiful card. So I think the centering on this card is fantastic. The back is in really good shape. I would love to see this. I think it's got a shot at a 6. I think low end it's a 5. I think it's got an outside shot really at a 7, but I'd love to see this come in the 6 range. It's a beautiful version of a 2nd year Unitas card. And then the next card I'm going to turn in, I've shared this card with you before. I love this Gale Sayers card. It's such a beautiful, beautiful card. Corner-wise, it's pretty sharp. Color-wise, it's really nice. I will tell you, I do believe there's a small hairline scratch right above his head to the top of his head, and I think that's going to hold this card back a little bit. I would love to see, because I think there is that scratch, I think this is going to be around a 3 to a 4. But wow, is this color scheme going to look great in the tux? So I'm looking forward to seeing how they grade Mr. Sayers. Shared this card with you. I picked it up at the National. It's the 86 Jerry Rice rookie card. I think it's in pretty good shape. Corners are pretty sharp. Centering's a little off, left to right, top to bottom. Not perfect, but not bad. I'm hoping for a 7 on this card. I think it's, got a shot at a 7. Most likely going to come in at a 6. But it's a Jerry Rice rookie card, so I'm looking forward to getting that one graded. This is a 69 bench 2nd year card. I shared this on my very first video, so I've had this for a while. It just hasn't quite made the cut because of the corners. If you look at the corners on this card, they're just a little soft, but this is my favorite bench card. I love the coloring on this card. I love the uniform. Centering's pretty strong on this card. Back's not in bad shape. I just don't know what they're going to say with the corners. I'd love to see a 4 on this bench. So finally turning in that Johnny bench. I shared this Jim Palmer with you guys. I picked this up not long ago, and this card is just stunningly beautiful. The picture's fantastic. Centering's fantastic. The back is really crisp. This one little corner down here is like the only issue I can see on this whole card. Don't know what they're going to grade. I'd love to see, I think it's got an outside shot at an 8. Love to see it, at a 7 minimally. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful 2nd year Jim Palmer. And then the last card I'm turning in, I picked this one up at the National also, is the 1968 Henry Aaron. This one, this has been a tough card for me to find. People want a lot of money for them, and they're not in great condition. So this one, the corners are pretty sharp. Centering, not bad. Left to right, little off. Top to bottom, a little off. But it's a pretty nice card. I'm going, I'd love to see a 5 in this card. I think the low end's a 4. Does it maybe have an outside shot at a 6? Maybe. I'm thinking a 5 though. So anyway, those are the cards I'm going to turn in. If you just wait a bit, we'll get those cards back and then we'll see what the grades are. I'll be coming at you soon. Okay, YouTube, the cards are back and I'm excited to see what the grades are. This was a fun submission. Got, hockey, basketball, football, baseball. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Let's start off with the hockey card. The very first card we turned in was the 71-72 Bobby Orr. I thought the centering was pretty strong on this card. I wanted a 6. I think it's between a 5 and a 6, so I'm hoping it comes back in that range. Let's see what they gave Mr. Orr. Oh, they say it's authentic. Color added. Wow. I don't know. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Color added. Wow. Interesting. I'm wondering where that color added might have been. I'm wondering if it looks like they tried to add something up here where it's a little faded. That's still a beautiful card and it looks beautiful. I'll be honest though, that's disappointing. I guess that's that happens when you buy raw cards. Didn't look like it had any color added to me. So okay, well that's the first card. The next card that I got was the third year Alcindor, Jabbar. It's Kareem. The issue on this card, this was really well centered. You can see it has some wax or gum staining there on the back. So I wasn't sure what they were going to give me on that one. I was guessing potentially a 4 because of the staining. So let's see what they gave Mr. Alcindor. And I was right. They gave him a 4. Otherwise, that's a really well centered card. But that's a beauty for a third year Kareem. So I'll take that. I'll take that one. Pretty happy with that one. Next up was the Johnny Unitas. And this Johnny Unitas is the 1958. This is the one I picked up in California on my last trip out. The back's pretty clean. Got a little dot right there, but it's pretty clean. I thought this thing was really well centered. I thought it was a 5 to potentially a 7. I think it's somewhere between a 5 and a 7. So let's see what they gave Mr. Unitas. Ooh, a 4. So, wow. They're hitting me pretty hard on this. There might be some surface areas that I'm missing. That's a beautiful 4. But I would be lying if I said I thought this was going to be a little higher of a card. So, okay, so far, I've hit one right. The next one is the Gale Sayers. This is the 69 Sayers. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. I told you that I thought there might be a slight scratch atop his head. So I think I had this one coming in at a 4. So let's see what they gave Mr. Sayers. They gave him a 5.5, so that's a nice grade. I'm really happy with that. Wow, is that a beautiful card or what? Look at the coloring on that in the tux. So pretty excited about this Gale Sayers card. All right, here's the Jerry Rice rookie card that I picked up at the National. I'm hoping for a 7 here. I thought they could be a 6, but I'm hoping I got a 7 for Mr. Rice. So let's see what they gave Jerry Rice. And they gave him a 7. Okay, I'm okay with that. That's the grade I thought this card would come in at. So a 7 for Mr. Rice is a good grade for me. So I'm pretty happy with that card. I wanted a Jerry Rice rookie in the collection, so Won't complain about that one. Here is the 1969 bench. This one I shared in my very first video ever. You know, it just hadn't made the cut. I think the corners were a little soft. I was hoping to get a 4 for this. You know, that might be stretching it, but I was hoping maybe I'd get a 4 for Mr. Bench. Oh yeah, 5. That is a nice grade there. So that helps. That helps to make up for a little disappointment of the Unitas and the Ore. This is my favorite bench card. I just love the coloring on this card. I love how young bench looks. I've always liked the 69 set just because it's the first set I really remember collecting as a kid. So really excited with that one. Here's that Jim Palmer that, you know, this card I think is just stunningly beautiful. I know it's got this little blemish in the corner here. You know, I was hoping for an 8 mint on this card. You know, could come back a 7, but I was hoping for an 8 just because I thought this card was really beautiful. So let's see what they gave him. A 7.5. Okay, that's a solid grade for this card. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for the 8. I'm not going to lie. I just think the centering on that card is just absolutely gorgeous. But 7.5 is still a pretty sweet grade. So pretty happy with that one for Mr. Palmer. And the last card is that 1968 Henry Aaron that I picked up at the National. This one I think is in pretty good shape. You know, the corners are strong. Centering's little off left to right, but I was hoping for a 5 on this. So let's see what they gave Mr. Aaron. 5.5. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. It's a really solid grade. So, you know, overall it was a pretty good return. You know, I got to tell you, I'm very happy with these two cards, especially the bench and the Aaron came in a little higher than I thought they would be. You know, the Palmer and the Rice were within the range I thought they would be. And then of course this Gale Sayers coming in at a 5.5. I was excited to get that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed with this Unitas, second year Unitas. I thought that would come in a little higher than the 4, but it's a beautiful card. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And then, you know, the biggest disappointment for me is this Bobby Orr, because I love this card, and I was hoping to get it graded, but they came back authentic. So all in all, I'd have to say I'm happy with the return. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. Until we talk again, stay safe, keep collecting, and we will see you soon.